When should I tell my parents I'm straight? How do you think they'll react to know I like the opposite gender? I'm scared people are gonna stare at me in disgust when I hold hands with my boyfriend. I've been straight all my life. It's not a choice. What if you had to defend your heterosexual life? What if people wanted to physically harm you because you were straight? A lot of people say the Bible is against homosexuals, our God hates fags, our God said Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I'm not religious in any way, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but I don't believe in all that stuff. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. In the Bible, there actually is a gay couple. I can post the link that has the names. I can't remember the names of them, but I know I've read there is a gay couple in the Bible, so saying that God hates fags is basically saying God hates these two men in the Bible that he put in there. I have also been told by my grandma, who does happen to be religious, and by my mom, who's religious, that God said we are all created equal. Men, women, black, white, green, yellow, purple, gay, straight, bisexual, transgender, pansexual. In case you don't know what pansexual is, they don't believe in gender. So they don't believe male, female exist, I guess. From what I've heard, I'm not going to talk about pansexual because I've never researched it to know. Anyway, people that quote the Bible to try and say that homosexuality is a sin, to me, are considered ignorant. And by ignorant, I'm not using that as an insult. I really am not. Ignorant just means that you are not educated on the subject. So, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna quote the Bible to say God hates fags, or God hates gays, whatever, then you should really read the Bible again. Anyway, God says no haircuts, God says no sex before marriage. The point is, God says a lot of things, and everyone saying being gay is a sin seems to overlook that fact. That apparently he didn't like any of the things we're doing. Football wouldn't be allowed either, so we're keeping football in there, we're keeping haircuts, we're keeping sex before marriage. So being gay shouldn't be considered a sin if we're keeping all those other things. So you know, what I'm trying to say is, I guess, don't take a book written by humans so literal. This is a book that is written by people. People like you and me. It was written by people and it is interpreted by people. In no way did God write this book. It is his story told by people who were there at that time. Again, I'm not religious, so I'm going by what I've read and what my grandma tells me. But I just want you to keep that in mind, that this book was written by people. So don't take it so literally. And if you believe in God, then I'm proud of you. Good for you. You have a faith. You have something to believe in. You have something that keeps you going in the morning. That's such a good thing. You have something to wake up for. You have a purpose to be alive because you have God and you worship him and he's your savior. So I'm proud of you for having him in your life. I'm not attacking you because of your belief in God. And I'm not attacking you if you're homophobic either. I'm just pointing out the obvious that if you're gonna throw the Bible into this, read it and actually look at what is being written. Don't pick bits and pieces out that you want to use to say that something is a sin. Don't do that. Because a lot of things we do nowadays are sin. No matter how good of a Christian you are, or how religious you can be, in some way you are most likely sinning because there are so many sins that are written in the Bible. If you're gonna stop living because in the Bible something you did says it's a sin, are you gonna freak out about that? I know so many teenagers who are scared to be who they really are, because when they are who they really are, which is gay or lesbian, bisexual, whatever they are scared to be that person because so many people attack them. It's sad. It's nerve-wracking to know that I'm growing up and other kids are growing up in a society that is saying it's a sin to be who you are. Because being gay isn't a choice. It's how they were born. And I'm not telling you that God is wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, don't take it so literally. Don't be so mean to people, because we are all created equal according to your Bible. And the way you guys live, we are all supposed to be equal men and women. No matter what, we are supposed to be created equal. We're supposed to be God's greatest miracles. Why would he create a person being gay if he hated that? And you can say, well, look at the devil, he doesn't like the devil. The devil was like a star pupil. That was one of God's favorites. Just because he did some wrong things and turned into a fallen angel, he's still an angel, because that's how God created him. I can't stand that people have to be scared to hold hands with the person that they're in love with, because some people in this world choose to be ignorant, and it's sad, and it's disturbing, and it's horrific, the things that these people go through. They aren't... The people that go and say that being gay is a sin, I feel like maybe they're stuck in the old ways, back how it was in the olden days, where people hated it, even though so many people back then that were famous, or that were popular, writers from like back in the day, a lot of people back then were considered to be closeted gays, I guess. Like they had to fight who they really were because of society, and that's sad. We spend so much time judging a person by who they're with, and we don't consider how they feel. You see them with a guy, you see a guy and a guy walking, holding hands, kissing each other on the cheek or on the lips, and we judge them without knowing them. We don't know how they feel about each other. Obviously they like each other, if not love each other. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is society ruins people. And you know what sucks is because we're society. We brought this up for people to be scared to be who they want to be. And it's horrible. We built this world on fear of the unknown. And sexual orientation is a little unknown. So people fear it the most, especially in this country. You're allowed to believe what you want. If you want to be homophobic, go right ahead, be homophobic. That is your choice. I'm not going to stop you from not liking gay people. Go ahead. But what I'm saying is when your homophobia turns into a physical act, that's when you cross the line. You don't have to accept people being gay, you just have to tolerate it. You need to build up a tolerance. because they're people too. It's not straight people are people and gays are some aliens from another planet. They were born just like you were born, or they were C-sectioned out of their mom's stomach. They're still people. They were created by people. We have so many people scared to admit that they love another person of the same gender. And we're kind of a disgrace to what this country is built upon. Because we're supposed to be about freedom. We're supposed to be about people, giving people the chance to be happy. We're built on the freedom of everything, basically. And telling somebody they can't be with another person takes away their freedom. It takes away their happiness. I learned in history that we as people have the right to liberty, freedom is liberty. What I'm saying is we have the right to pursue happiness. And loving someone of the same gender, if that makes the person happy, don't take that away from them. You are infringing on their rights. And that is not what we are built upon. We are a country that is supposed to be the most free country ever, and we're not. We're squished in this ball called society that breaks people apart just because of who they love. And it's everywhere. It's in high school, it's in middle school, it's even in elementary school. Little kids can sometimes tell their parents that they have a crush on this little boy, Johnny. Bobby comes home, Mommy, I saw this cute boy today. His name was Johnny. I think I like him. That's okay. That is okay. Support your child. Do not make your child live in this bubble that is not who they are. If they're lesbian, or if they're gay, or if they're bisexual, or transgender, or pansexual, whatever they are, don't say bad things to them. Don't call them names. Be nice. They aren't different than who they were before. They are the same exact person. The only thing different is they love the same gender. That is the only difference. The only difference is they love someone of their own sex. And I don't think that's a crime. I honestly don't. People don't get locked away because they have sex with their girlfriend when they're a girl. You don't see a lesbian being locked away because she had sex with her girlfriend. You don't see a gay guy being locked away because he kissed his boyfriend in public. It's not a crime. It's not a sin. It's who they are as a person. I can't stress that enough because people are saying how same-sex couples can't adopt kids because they're bad parents. They'll be bad parents to them. They'll hurt them. But they're not a bad role model. They really aren't. Like, Neil Patrick Harris, and I'm not sure if it's his husband or if it's his boyfriend still, like still his partner. They're not bad parents, they have 2 kids. And they're loving, and they dress them up in little costumes for Halloween. They're Peter Pan for Halloween and all that stuff. They're good parents. There's a lot of same-sex couples that are excellent parents. There are plenty of kids that need to get into a good home. Being in a relationship with someone of the same gender should not automatically take that right away. It's not good. We give tons of babies to heterosexual people. And they beat them, they sexually abuse them, they do horrible things to them. Not all of the heterosexuals do that, obviously. There are good parents and there are bad parents. There are ones that hurt the kids and the ones that love them. That goes with gay people too. Same-sex couples are good. Not all of them want to rape kids. Because that's what most people say, they're gonna rape their kids. They're not. They are people. They are human. They are just like you. Only difference, again, is they like the same gender. The people who have come out of what they know and have accepted homosexuals as actual people, which they are, can't stress that enough, they are human beings like you and me. I give you a round of applause. I really do, because you guys are awesome for actually being open-minded about this. Gays, lesbians, transgender, pansexuals, bisexuals, they are all people. They aren't aliens from a different planet. They are people, and they have every right to love who they want. Guess what? Homosexuality exists in all species. Every single species has homosexuality. And homophobia only exists in one.